What's up, everybody? Yours truly, me, Shay Hamilton, with your edition of the Gospel Roller Report. There's a lot to talk about, so we're going to get into it really quick. Is the NFL a form of slavery? No one can deny the example that the NFL made of Colin Kaepernick for his nonviolent protest and the fact that he hasn't worked since. Keep in mind that these protests were both nonviolent and they were against police brutality and racial inequality. A group of leaders out of Huntsville, Alabama and surrounding communities are taking a stand to force the hand of the NFL in what is called the BlackOut. Audio Jungle.
Houston Texans, I'm blacking you out. The Atlanta Falcons, I am blacking you out. Washington, I'm blacking you out. Dallas Cowboys, I'm blacking you out.
Titans, I'm blacking you out.
I'm blacking you out.
I'm blacking you out.
I'm blacking you out.
I'm blacking you out. NFL, we're blacking you out.
In 2016, NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick engaged in a silent, non-violent protest. Colin Kaepernick simply decided to take a knee during the playing of the national anthem at NFL games. He did this to kind of raise awareness to the number of brown and black individuals that had been beaten or killed at the hands of law enforcement across this country. Since the end of last season, as a result of this protest, Colin Kaepernick has been unable to find employment in the NFL. I find that strange, seeing that the NFL has employed individuals that have been convicted of sexual assault, domestic violence, cruelty to animals, along with driving while under the influence. A number of NFL owners have come out and stated the reason they can't employ him is because of a fear of a backlash from sponsors or a certain segment of their fan base. And it's interesting that they've capitulated thus far to a certain segment of the fan base while fearing no backlash from the African American community. They've made the calculation that states that even though they're going to silence one who stood up for values that have meaning to us, they have an expectation that African Americans are still going to be there on opening day, watching and patronizing their products. If Colin Kaepernick was willing to take a stand for those of us who are non-celebrities that would have to interact with law enforcement on a day-to-day basis, if he's willing to take a knee for us, certainly we ought to take a stand and stand with him. I think it's important that we take some actions.
As long as Kaepernick is without a job, we refuse to watch the NFL, we refuse to purchase any NFL paraphernalia endorsed by the NFL, and we refuse to engage in fantasy football.
To add to the steps that they are putting in place, they added community services and for everyone to spread the word and prayer each morning at 6 a.m. Keep in mind, these are just a few of the demands that the leaders out of Huntsville, Alabama are making regarding this blackout. The question remains, are you in? We'll continue to follow this story. Audio Jungle. That's your Gospel Roller Report. And you know it's gospel. Make sure you like this video and share this video.